Frederick Douglass once said, "I prefer to be true to myself, even at the hazard of incurring the ridicule of others, rather than to be false and incur my own abhorrence." This powerful sentiment paved the way for his relentless pursuit of freedom and liberty, not only for himself but for all enslaved people. Douglass, born into the shackles of slavery, dared to dream of a life unchained. He risked everything to escape his captors, becoming a beacon of hope for many. A self-taught man, Douglass recognized the transformative power of education. He believed that knowledge was the key to breaking the bonds of servitude, both physical and mental. Furthermore, he championed the concept of economic freedom, asserting that financial independence was a cornerstone of true liberty. Douglass's story is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a reminder that freedom transcends the physical realm. Douglass understood that freedom was more than just a lack of physical chains, it was also economic independence. Moving into the modern era, Congressman Ron Paul echoed similar sentiments when he said, "I am convinced that the solution is to work toward a society where people can be free to make their own decisions." A staunch libertarian, Paul's philosophy hinged on the principles of individual liberty and limited government. For Paul, the government's role was to protect the rights of individuals, not to dictate their lives. This belief was perhaps most evident in his stance on economics. He was a firm believer in the free market system, arguing that it was the most efficient and fair way to distribute resources. In his view, the invisible hand of the market, not the heavy hand of the government, should guide economic decisions. Paul once remarked, "Capitalism should not be condemned, since we haven't had capitalism." This statement reflects his belief that many of the problems attributed to capitalism are actually the result of government interference. He maintained that true capitalism, unencumbered by unnecessary regulations and restrictions, would lead to greater economic freedom. And for Paul, economic freedom was inextricably linked to personal freedom. He asserted when one gets in bed with government, one must expect the diseases it spreads. In other words, the more control the government has over the economy, the less freedom individuals have to make their own decisions. For Paul, liberty was not just a political ideal, it was a way of life. From another perspective, Mosiah Garvey stated, "A people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots." A Jamaican political leader, entrepreneur, and staunch proponent of the Pan-African philosophy, Garvey was a man who understood the power of knowledge and history in shaping the future. His fight for racial equality was not just about ending discrimination, it was about empowering African and Afro-descendant people to take control of their destinies. He believed in the power of unity, once saying, "Unite all people of African ancestry of the world to one great body, to establish a country and absolute government of their own." But Garvey knew that political freedom was only one part of the equation. He championed economic independence as a key to true freedom. He started the Black Star Line, a shipping company designed to promote African trade and transport and to foster economic independence. In his words, "The Negro will have to build his own industry, art, sciences, literature, and culture before the world will stop to consider him." He aimed to create an economic system that would allow African and Afro-descendant people to thrive independently of the systems that had historically oppressed them. Garvey knew that economic power was a means to freedom, a tool to shape one's destiny. In our present time, Elon Musk, with his entrepreneurial spirit, says, "When something is important enough, you do it, even if the odds are not in your favor." A visionary of our era, Musk's relentless pursuit of technological advancement and space exploration epitomizes his belief in freedom and progress. He dares to dream, to venture into the unknown, and to challenge the constraints of the present. His ventures like SpaceX and Tesla are not just businesses, but platforms for radical change, pushing the boundaries of what is possible. They stand as symbols of liberty, encouraging individuals to question, to innovate, and to disrupt the status quo. Moreover, Musk's journey of entrepreneurial success is a shining example of economic freedom. His ability to take risks, to invest, and to profit are privileges offered by a system that values economic liberty. It is through this liberty that Musk has been able to foster innovation and drive progress. Musk's endeavors, embodying the spirit of innovation and risk-taking, are a testament to the power of economic freedom. From Douglass to Paul, Garvey, and Musk, we see a common thread: the pursuit of freedom and liberty. These men, hailing from different eras and walks of life, shared a fundamental belief that liberty is intertwined with economic freedom. Frederick Douglass, once a slave, became an ardent advocate for human rights, emphasizing the liberating power of education. Ron Paul, a congressman and physician, championed the cause of limited government and free markets, asserting that economic freedom is a cornerstone of individual liberty. Mosiah Garvey, a fervent advocate for Black nationalism and economic independence, believed that economic opportunity was the key to social equality. Finally, Elon Musk, a modern-day industrialist and visionary, uses his entrepreneurial spirit to push boundaries and redefine what's possible, demonstrating that economic freedom can drive innovation and progress. Their lives and words remind us that freedom is not just the absence of oppression, but the presence of economic opportunity and self-determination.